Hi, I'm Grace,
And I'm Dee.
and this is the Katz Index of Independence and Activities of Daily Living, also known as the Katz ADL. So, one of the best ways to evaluate the health status of older adults is through functional assessment, which provides objective data that can indicate future decline or improvement in health status, which allows the clinician to plan interventions effectively. The CATS is an excellent instrument to assess functional status in terms of a patient's ability to perform ADLs, more specifically self care tasks independently. It assesses a patient's ability to perform 6 different ADLs: bathing, dressing, toileting, transferring, continence, and feeding. So, this tool is usually used in clinical and home settings with the geriatric population, but it can also be used in other mixed populations. It's also most useful when baseline measurements are taken when the client is well compared to periodic measures. Basically, it just helps providers identify ways and areas where a person needs support and also to monitor their changes in health status over time. Although the CATS is super sensitive to change in health status, it is definitely limited in its ability to measure smaller increments of change that are seen in rehab with older adults. It also doesn't assess more advanced ADLs, but CATS did develop another scale for IADLs, which are instrumental activities of daily living. That includes tasks like heavy housework, shopping, managing finances, and telephoning. However, this CATS ADL index is incredibly useful in creating a common language about the patient's function so that all interprofessional team members are involved and can understand.
So, scoring. The CATS is really easy to score. So, when completing a task, if the patient can perform the task independently and requires no assistance, they receive a score of 1. And then, if the patient cannot complete the task independently or they need partial assistance with the task, they receive a score of 0. So, when finalizing the scoring, a score of 6 indicates that the patient is independent, a score of 4 indicates the patient has moderate impairment, and a score of 0 indicates the patient is very dependent.
Now, on to the scoring um, of our ICE video. So, we kind of did a little bit of guesswork here because we obviously didn't see her perform all of these. So we kind of just watched her function in other tasks that they were doing to kind of figure out where she would be on the CATS ADL. So for bathing, we said that she has a 1 because she can use a shower chair, and we saw when she was reaching up for the trapeze, which is like the grab bar that was above the bed. She was able to like reach pretty far to get to that. So we think that she could reach other areas of her body, especially sitting, pretty easily. Maybe might have some trouble with her lower extremity, like where her the side of the injury is. So she might need help with that, but it's okay if she just needs help with one thing.
So, for dressing, we gave her a score of 0 because as soon as she went from like supine to edge of bed, her O2 levels went down really quickly. So, with that movement, it kind of is indicating that dressing might be kind of difficult for her looking at her vitals and stuff. So, we gave her a score of 0 for that.
Yeah, and for toileting, we also did a 0 because she did mention that she has a porter potty, aka bedside commode, and additionally, like she does need help with transfer still, so she cannot toilet completely independently.
And then for transferring, as we saw, she used the trapeze and she also had the assistance from the therapist. So we gave her a score of 0 for transferring because she needs assistance.
And then continence, we gave her a 1 because she did state in the interview with the therapist that she went to the bathroom the night before, like woke up, went to the bathroom. So we know that she knows when she has to go to the bathroom and can also at least control it long enough to get to the bedside commode.
And then with feeding, we gave her a score of 1. Um, Again, like when we saw her transfer and use a trapeze, we saw that she had that range of motion and had the grasp and that grip strength. So she would be able probably to feed herself.
Yeah, so essentially, like that gives her a total score of 3, which would be moderate impairment. And that's all we have. We hope you have fun with the rest of the class.